It's very hard to give young people advice because I think the work world is changing so much. When I came out of college, there were probably 5 times as many newspapers and magazines as there are now. Nevertheless, I would not look at the world as we know it and be pessimistic. I think, number one, it's incredibly important to just say to yourself, what do I love doing and what do I think I'm good at doing? Those are not always the same thing, and you can actually have a very happy professional life doing something you're really good at and saving what you're passionate for as more of an avocation, more as a way you spend your time. I mean, just because you love to ski doesn't mean you have to be a professional skier or you'll be miserable. So have that honest conversation. If you're not sure what you're good at, ask the people around you, what do I seem good at? They may say to you things that you didn't realize. They may say to you, you know, you're really good at settling arguments. That may not have occurred to you. Maybe that's something to think about, that could lead to a different career that you hadn't anticipated. For me, when I came out of college, I knew I wanted to be a writer. I really didn't know much about what other jobs were out there to be had. And I would say, educate yourself about what people do for a living. I really had no idea what jobs existed. I knew I wanted to be a writer. I also had no idea of what the range of jobs that writers might have. I surely did not know how you became a writer. Thirdly, find a mentor. Find someone who does the job you are drawn to. And that may mean that you literally call people up and say, here I am, I just got out of college, I'm really interested in the work you do, can you tell me about it? It sounds like a crazy thing to do, but I think many people would be open to saying, well, of course, I'm happy to tell you a little bit about it. And that person may end up being willing to mentor you and maybe explain to you how a career gets built, particularly in professions like writing, because it's not a track like you go to law school, you become a lawyer. You don't go to writing school, become a writer. It's much more like starting a small business and building up your client base. That doesn't happen by getting a degree. It happens by the accretion of experience and knowledge and connections. So having a mentor, or even if somebody isn't willing to spend enough time to legitimately be a mentor, just having someone say, here's how I started. Here's how I got my career going in this profession that's not got a direct line. I can't imagine anything that would be more helpful than going to somebody who does what you think you'd like to do and have them tell you their story of how they got there.